You know, soldier, I'd not recommend camping. You'll awake neath a blanket of ash. I can give you a refill. Over your head, at least. Much obliged.
Frey, follow me. Well met.
Have you lost your mind?
You know, I'd not recommend camping. You'll awake neath a blanket of ash. I can give you a roof over your head, at least. Much obliged.
This will not go unpunished.
I've heard a blacksmith of singular skill resides in Bakbatal. Perhaps he could restore the regalia sword. Ah, yes. I know just where to find this person. Follow me.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Now here's aught of interest. A ballista.
It is not how we use this, but when that counts. I imagine it would be most beneficial in combat. It is raining.
Rain has a way of dampening one's mood. Literally. Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat. One such arisen dismissed me after only half a day of service.
Fascinating.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
We've got rattlers! Keep in mind that our foe has a resistance to lightning. That was skillful with the fingers. You do your vocation proud.
Look there. Methinks I spy aught of use.
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
Ah, now here's a surprise.
A splendid discovery.
Ha! I'll have to remember to tell my own master about this.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
Well done! Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next.
I've just had a thought. Loath as I am to recall the events of the coronation, they are fresh in my mind still. How might the technique used to control us be dispelled?
This place offers a view of the sea.
I imagine we would not escape a plunge into the water's depths.
I happen to understand Elvish, Master.
Mayhap I really would have been better off.
Come to think of it, was there not another task we were to see to somewhere nearby?
Efficiency is not the only factor worthy of consideration.
My wares? Hoy! Looking... No need to overthink it. You can change it on a... Well, got any fine... things to share? Pleasure doing business.
Greetings, Sir Arisen. I have a message for you. Sir Manella would speak with you in the palace. Pray seek her out at your earliest convenience.
Go on, have a look.
There's light armor, and there's heavy armor.
If 'tis a blacksmith you need, I can't help you. I'm retired, see? Oh ho! 'Tis a regalia sword you want restored, is it? That's a first. All right, give us a look then. Now here's a masterwork of craftsmanship if I e'er saw one. Not to blow my own horn, but I wager I'm the only blacksmith who could set this ailing steel to rights. But, as I've said, I've lain down my tools, and before you start begging, know that I don't intend to pick 'em back up. Well, why are you still standing there? Leave an old man in peace.
That went rather poorly, I fear. What are we to do now?
Our road was a long one, but here we are at last.
Beg pardon, sir, but I couldn't help overhearing your conversation with Brocker. You'll have to forgive him. He's been in a foul mood ever since we got cut off from the fuel for our forge. Though, he's always been a bit crotchety, come to think of it.
Enough cheek, you wool-brained wastrel. Now, I'm off to the tavern. Can I count on you to mind things here while I'm gone?
Of course you can. You go enjoy yourself. Psst. Hang about, eh? When he's gone, you and I can talk. Never mind, old bro. Hang about. We'll be able to talk freely once he's gone. 'Twas special made to use glimmer coal, mined from a nearby cavern. Till the monsters settled in, that is. Neither of us can go anywhere near the place now. Listen, Brocker's too proud to ask for help, but I'm not. Would you be willing to go out to the cavern and mine us up some glimmer coal? I'll take as much as you can carry. Should you succeed, I reckon he'll change his mind about restoring that blade of yours. Now, true to its name, glimmer coal emits a pale light. So you'll want to cast your eyes about for any glowing spots when you get to the cavern. Oh, suppose you'll be needing the name of the place. Digger's Ruins 'tis called. I'll count on you to bring lots of the stuff back.
If we can procure some glimmer coal from Digger's Ruins, Sir Brocker ought to have a change of heart about the regalia sword. Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Well met, sir. How might I do, sir?
Everyone's busy with their own affairs, I see.
Well met, Sir Arisen. Let us dispense with pleasantries and cut to the heart of the matter. Some days ago, a fiend attacked Empress Nadinia during her supplications. Her Majesty was unharmed, but the would-be assassin fled, gifting me a wounded arm in the process. He may seek to strike again. Yet I fear I am not fit to guard the Empress as I am. And so I turn to you, Sir Arisen. Will you catch this villain in my stead? My deepest thanks. Her Majesty will next begin her supplications in Flamebearer Palace. I would use this opportunity to lure her assassin from the shadows. Empress Nadinia's life is in your hands, Sir Arisen. I trust you understand the gravity of this task.
Tell me you haven't got any leaves. That's
It seems that we must seek out this Ambrosius if we are to learn more of the God's way. Certainly, Master. I can take you to this individual.
We're in your hands, sir.
The world's changing. Not sure how much longer. I can keep the inn open. It's tough. Do come again.
all I need my help. Everyone's as tired as I am, seems like.
It's a bit early for a rest as yet.
I ought to turn in.
Brings life to my own bones.
Now, where was I bound again?
Let me get that.
Here we go again.
You've a knack for drawing the enemy, Arisen.
Of course. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
That was skillful bit of thievery. You do your vocation proud.
Take that!
Yon path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore, I shall guide you another time.
The Arisen decide.
Who are you? No, never mind, 'tis of little import. I'm searching for blue crystal shards. Find any, and I'll pay you handsomely. The bigger...
We have arrived.
Well, have you found any blue crystal shards? Is that all? Tiny fragments such as these aren't nearly good enough. Still, I expect I'll find a use for them. Here, take your coin and be gone. 'Tis a god's sway. Well, to be precise, the crystalline substance from which 'tis made. By refining such crystals, anyone can attain the power of the Arisen. The power to command pawns, that is. However, small fragments are meaningless. They cannot contend with the Arisen's power, you see. Speaking of which, should you find any large fragments, bring them to me, won't you? Though that might be difficult, we've scoured this area quite thoroughly, I should think. 'Tis possible larger shards may have been mistaken for jewels and carried off by scavengers or collectors or some such. Mayhap one such as the Oracle or the Dragon Forged would be able to aid you in locating them. I can tell you no.
Pray, follow me. I know the way, so there's no chance of our getting lost. Here we are.
Since times of eld, dragon blood has been used to refine all manner of equipment. Remember, draconic blood flows through the veins of lesser drakes as well. Bring me what ye reap, and I shall harness it to your benefit. Then I bid ye farewell.
I know the way, so there's no chance of our getting lost. We have reached our destination.
Since times of Eld, dragon blood has been used to refine all. Remember, draconic blood flows through. So long as ye retain your will, you'll find you're bound to it, and it to ye. The Godswain, forgive me, but I've ne'er heard of such a thing. However, some years past, a sorcerer of Batal came to me seeking knowledge of the dragon, just as ye have. Faces, sir, I believed he called himself. It appeared his intent was to alter the will of the world through mortal means. Perhaps there is some connection. Then go. Since times of Eld, remember, draconic. Then I bid ye farewell.
I felt certain I would find you here, Arisen.
Gathering materials makes for dull work indeed.
Here's a surprise.
At least all our efforts weren't for naught. Ha! I'll have to remember to tell my own master about this.
Sir Fulvio, the artist whose service Sir Clark commissioned, is residing in Batal. Shall we go and meet with him? I believe I can guide this person.
We are under attack! Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
That was a skillful bit of thievery. You do your vocation proud.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes. Methinks this can only be destroyed from the other side.
Forgive me if I do not jump for joy.
Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well. I shall follow your lead instead.
'Tis not for us to gainsay the Arisen's judgment. We must go where we are bid.
Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but different masters. One whom I served preferred to have beastrons for allies.
Fascinating. My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait a moment.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Caught you! You'll be all right now.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
What an incredible view. Words are inadequate to describe such majesty.
The scenery of Batal is wondrous to behold.
At any rate, the pawns in this party are women all.
And yet no two of us are the same.
This calls for a curative.
We might scratch another task off our list while we're here, if we are so inclined.
Efficiency is not the only factor worthy of consideration.
There's a tavern that stocks new liquor, but they only cater to beastrons. That's where you come in, see? Of course, it isn't as simple as walking into the place. You've got to show you're in the know by lugging.
Would you mind coming over here?
To the fence in front of the tavern.
What's all that about? Sounds like a right pain in the arse.
Aye, But you've got to be crafty when you're dealing with this stuff. Use your wits. If the place was discovered, everyone involved will be marched straight off to jail. And don't you go cracking neither. I trust I don't need to tell you.
By and large, the people of Bagbatal seem to adore their benevolent empress.
Methinks it comes of their mutual devotion. Her Majesty offers up a prayer alongside her people every single day.
'Tis a far cry from Vermont. I cannot count the number of barbs I've heard uttered about the Queen Regent.
Well met. I've seen better days, that's for sure. I have a dozen matters to see to today.
Care to join me for a glug or three, cuz? I need a favour, cuz. Feeling generous? Appreciate you, cuz.
Follow me, if you would. We have arrived.
Huh? What in the... Where did you come from? Did Clark send you? Oh no, he did, didn't he? I'm sorry. I'm really, truly very sorry. I haven't slept a wink, I swear it. Well, I suppose I might have fallen asleep once or twice, but 'tisn't as if I've been lazing about. I simply haven't been able to devise any good ideas. I tell you, this arrangement has been an encumbrance on my mind from the very beginning. While I am glad that the old man appreciated my talents enough to commission me, it doesn't change the facts. I can only depict subjects that I've seen with my own two eyes, which makes things rather difficult, given the task at hand. Say, you appear a rather strapping sort. Would you be persuaded to bring me to a griffin? 'Twill be well worth any trouble. Clark shall pay handsomely to see this done, and you'd be doing me a great boon besides. I've heard aught of a griffin's nesting place. I shall await you there. Do keep in mind, however, that you must needs drag the battle out if I am to complete my sketch. Of course, I could look as long as I pleased if you were to petrify the beast. Indeed, a beast frozen in place would be much more easily drawn. 'Tis said that a famed sculptor of Eld used a Medusa's severed head to petrify her subjects before sketching them. Of course, I wouldn't presume to demand aught so legendary of you, Arisen. I only ask that you aid me in completing my sketch as best as you are able. Then I shall depart at once. Pray, meet me at the foot of the Guerco mountain range, east of the rest town.
He wishes to gaze upon a griffin firsthand. 'Tis a tall ask, but not impossible. Shall we go where we are bid? Then follow me. I'll lead the way.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
This is my sort of place. The more the merrier.
My shed it. Must be my winter coat row again.
Lost track of time. This place is too comfortable.
Do you know how long you'll be? Empress Nadinia's life is in your hands.
Seems my feet always lead me here. That's enough for
Sir, how might I be? The world's changing. Not sure how much longer I can keep the inn open.
You shan't hear me complain about it.
A good sleep does wonders. Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Ready to forge on?
The world's changing. Not sure how much longer I can keep the inn open. It's tough, but complaining won't do any good. Always a pleasure.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
They can be most convenient, though they only travel during the day.
If that is your destination, we cannot follow. But know that your return is eagerly awaited.
And who might?
Sir Arisen, you've come just in time. Sir Ermhild, 'tis my pleasure to present to you the good Arisen, come to aid us in apprehending the brigand who would threaten Her Majesty's life.
Well met. Your assistance is most welcome. Without our Empress to guide us, Batal has no future. Her Majesty cannot be allowed to come to harm.
Indeed. We are well glad of your aid. May it prove unnecessary. Ere Her Majesty's supplications begin, I shall give you a description of our target. Pray seize the rogue should you aspire. We would, however, prefer that this affair be kept quiet. Be not reckless in your decision, lest you apprehend the innocent. Empress Nadinia shall commence her prayers any moment now. I would ask that you safeguard her with your life, should it come to that.
O lambent flame, we offer thee these words of prayer on behalf of our people.
Now here's a welcome sight.
Idleness is a luxury I can rarely afford.
We ask that all be spared the horrors of the fell dragon. We ask that Batal may e'er prosper.
Who are ye supposed to be? Fie! Are they onto me? Ah, sod it!
Apprehend him at once! That man there is the assassin. Nicely done, Sir Arisen. Let us inform Sir Ermhild of what has transpired.
Oh, Your Majesty. Full glad am I to see you unharmed.
The brigand has been captured. The chaos of the past few days ought to be behind us now. We owe this outcome to you, Sir Arisen. You cannot know the depth of my gratitude.
Ah, yes, of course. Batal is in your debt, Sir Arisen. The same is true of you, Sir Manella. Your efforts were most admirable, considering your wound. Now that a measure of peace is returned to us, however, you ought to devote yourself to convalescence for a time. You may. The curative hot springs on Volcanic Island are said to be wondrous for healing.
Very well, my lady. I shall leave presently, and return when I am fully recovered.
Grateful are we for your most valiant efforts, Sir Arisen.
I must find
This place never fails to calm my spirit.
Time to find me a mark. Need the coins.
What to do? What to do?
Would that all my day were so tranquil.
Still no luck.
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
If we can procure some glimmer coal from Digger's ruins, Sir Brocker ought have... change of heart about the regalia sort. I can guide you there if you wish.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Hope today's haul's a plentiful one.
Would that I could spend all day here. I could almost nod off where I stand.
I'd gladly stay here forever if I could. This looks as good a place as any.
Watch for the hobgoblin! Fire's fury sharply made against this foe. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
I shan't let them harm you.
That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next. Here, if you please.
That was a skillful bit of fingering. You do your rotation round. Rally! Reinforcements have come to aid our foe.
Could you come over here?
Ah, I'll take that. We might find
You've my gratitude. This is for you.
Tis in caverns such as these that...
You're a welcome sight, Arisen.
To charge ahead may be to rush headlong into danger. Let us take care to move as one.
Apologies, Master, but I can't guide you there from our current location.
I've an inkling this place will yield a rarity or two.
Well, well, that's quite a discovery. Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
Slimes! Most unpleasant. That's a good piece of gear. Shall we put it to the proof?
You seem rather keen to be rid of your old equipment.
We should be able to move this boulder with our combined might.
I say we give it a push and see what happens.